What was that experience like, and what did that win do for this team last night?
Well, I think the question of what it meant to us will determine how we play this week. We'll see how that kind of goes. We through the challenge out there today that, we definitely made some great strides. We had a great week of practice, added a couple of wrinkles, did some different things, and now we got two more. Obviously it was a 3-game road trip. Now we got 2 more tough places to play. Obviously it's great to get a win, especially on their floor. It's a team that beat Belmont and, there, and I mean, they've had some really good home wins. So for us to play as well as we did was a positive. And now we've got to carry it over, and that's not been our strength all year. And we'll see how it goes. And again, the challenge is out to those guys.
How much do you rely defensively? Because you had 5 minutes stretch where you held them scoreless, and your lineup was pretty much as solid as it's been all year.
Yeah, I mean, it's when we did that. You had 3 freshmen on the floor and 2 sophomores. So, that group can guard. It's not our most talented group offensively. But we really, really guarded them well. And to the point where in the last 5 minutes, I said to our guys, we're better being on defense than at the offensive end, because it was taking them 27 seconds, even when they knew they were down by 12 and 14 points, to find a shot or to find an attempt. So I thought that we did a tremendous job defensively. I thought we did a great job, holding our composure. There's some big games this year where we've gotten up by, by 8 or 9. I've had a couple turnovers and teams have gotten back in it. I thought we did a really good job with time management. I thought our kids did a great job with understand, time and score, and getting the clock down, and then making some foul shots. So, a win that we've had earlier in the year that might have been like a 3 to 4 point win went to be a 15-point win, because I thought we did a better job managing the clock.
Is this almost like another defensive weapon for you, Jerry, with Devin and Grayson?
Yeah, I mean, they did. It's nothing new to us. I mean, they do it every day in practice. They really affect, our practice times in terms of how well they guard defensively. So it was positive.
Does Devin get a little more playing time with Sydney?
Yeah. I mean, there's no doubt with Sid's injury that other guys have had more playing time, and frankly have shown, have stepped up and have shown positive things for us.
Can you talk about Cisco made a good point yesterday after the post game about finding the right shot. Pat even passing up a good shot to get a great shot.
Right, and again, I think that goes down to, what I said, John, about the way we handled the game at the end. There's a maturing factor that happened in that game that was a very positive sign. Like you said, passing up a good shot for a great shot, time management at the end of the game, sharing the ball, getting a big offensive rebound. Those are all signs of, a younger group coming together. And now, when you have young people, underclassmen, consistency is an issue. It's always been. You can see it across the country with young teams now. And now at this stage of the year, they're sophomores. They've played enough games. Now they need to step up and be a little bit more consistent.
On the road now to USC and Valparaiso. USC's record, obviously is not where probably they think it should be. But how do you kind of keep that?
Well, they're very good at their house. It's been a tough place for us to play. They lost Green Bay at literally at the buzzer with no time left. They made a couple of foul shots. They lost in overtime over the weekend to Northern Kentucky. They played at Wright State, and with 8 minutes to go in that game, it was an 8-point game. So this is a team that's really young, athletic, drive the basketball, has really good size. They start 6'9", 6'10", 6'7", 6'4", 6'4". So they've got really good size, but it's young talent, and I'm expecting nothing more than just an absolute war up there.
How important is it to get off the start like you did?
Yeah, there's John. The probably the most underrated part of that game against Cleveland State was, Matt, and the fact that he came out and made some shots and got us feeling better about ourselves. This group is so connected to. How do I put this the proper way? They're so connected to themselves. Now, you might look at that as being selfish, but I don't think it's selfishness as much as it is, connected to the mistakes and holding on to it, or a missed shot, or a missed layup, or whatever, and then having that carry to a negative in terms of their spirit. And, for him to step up and, make those shots early and get us off to a good lead, and there's just you can't measure the importance of this young group being able, after coming off the games that they had where we just couldn't find a way to score, for him to step up and make some shots like that was big.
What do you as a coach because you've talked about before, them getting down on themselves after missed shot, to, tell them just throw it away and have
Again, we've talked about it, and we've talked about it, and we've talked about it. We keep on yelling next play. In timeouts or whatever, we talk about, don't look in the rearview mirror. Keep your focus ahead. Let that last mistake go. You just, to be honest with you, without Bobby and some of those upperclassmen, that's when you would run to him. That's when you would run to him and have him settle us down. And now we're looking at freshmen, sophomores, and guys that have never played in the Horizon League to make those decisions. And the encouraging thing is, I think, we're dealing with it, we're talking about it, and if you have a solution, I'd love to hear it.
You're back to travel partners. With the addition. Is this a tough trip because you got to go to Chicago and then
It's a tough trip because obviously you go to Chicago and then you play Valpo at a 8 o'clock game because they're Chicago time, and then you got to turn around and get home at 5 o'clock in the morning. So, there's no easy way around it. I think, Dana, it's a little bit more challenging, if you can put it that way, and the fact that it's 7 out of 10. You've played 5 out of 6. Any way you slice that up, the Cleveland State win becomes even more important to you because of the fact that, you got one on the road. And you got to understand that now. 5 out of our last 6 are road games. And, Northern Kentucky has shown that they're probably a little bit better than anybody thought. They went to Oakland and won. And then you obviously went to Wright State, then you have Valpo at home, and then you're back on the road. So, this schedule has been asking this group a lot, or a lot of this group, and I'm happy where we're at. Obviously to be able to go out and play well this week coming into some home games is important.
And there's some light at the end of the tunnel because after this road trip you only got one more. You go straight around.
Yeah, we got some home games coming up, which this group, desperately deserves.